My name is Sarah Curley,
And mine is Giles.
and we'll be presenting an analysis of the impact of community activities on college experience. Let's start by introducing our research question.
How does involvement in student organizations impact one's overall college experience? And how does it compare to students not engaged in community service or those participating independently?
Next, we'll dive into our methodology. We started with survey creation through Qualtrics, where we used display and skip logic to segment the responses, which I'll expand upon in another slide.
Distribution of our survey post IRB approval was sent through the Manning School of Business, the Honors College, and a few professors. It was open for 2 weeks and we collected 69 responses. Next, we'll go over results.
We'll start by looking at the demographics of our responses, specifically looking at the academic year by college, giving us a better understanding of the data we are looking at.
The highest number of responses were from the Manning School of Business, more specifically, fourth-year Manning undergrads. This means that the results of our study are not representative of other colleges and not generalizable to the university as a whole.
We developed 6 pillars that we feel measure college experience.
These pillars are academic well-being, connection to UMass Lowell, connection to peers, sense of belonging, academic achievements, and social life.
We were able to segment the data into 3 different categories, being students not involved in student organizations or community service, students involved in community service but not through student organizations, and students involved in both. The students not involved in community service or student organizations act as a baseline for our data, and they were asked to reflect on their overall experience at UMass Lowell based on the outlined pillars.
There were generally neutral to positive responses in sense of belonging, academic achievements, social life, and connection to peers, while there were neutral to negative responses for academic well-being and connection to UMass Lowell. And again, this is how students who are not involved feel about the pillars in regards to their overall experience at UMass Lowell.
Next, students that are involved in community service but not through student organizations are asked to reflect on how community service specifically has impacted their experience.
Here, students generally felt neutral or disagreed altogether that their community service impacted these pillars.
Lastly, students that engage in community service through their student organizations are asked the same question.
The respondents for this question overwhelmingly agreed that their community service directly impacted their college experience. Most notably, almost all responses were strongly agree that connection to peers in their student organizations was directly impacted by community service.
Based on the conclusions we were able to draw, we can make recommendations. First being having the Manning Leaders Council emphasize community service through Manning student organizations.
A more general but ambitious recommendation would be to establish a university group dedicated to community service to make service opportunities more prevalent and accessible to students.